Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. So originally I was going to make a video with the Tempest augment and just show you guys the augment, but since I'm not actually getting it on my press account and I do not have the willpower to grind that out on my main account, I'm going to be comparing it to basically the exact same version of it, but crystal augment. Now I'll be using the heavy plasma gun augment. I know it's probably not going to be nearly as good as the brand new one, the Tempest augment, but I mean, I think it'd be interesting to compare the crystal version to the actual new exotic version, because Tempest increases your damage by 35%, and then your projectile actually accelerates, which heavy plasma gun increases your damage by 35%, but your projectile doesn't actually accelerate, and then on top of that, it doesn't really have any impact force. So just looking at the characteristics, it's the exact same augment. The only difference is that Tempest gets that shot acceleration and the impact damage. But overall, the augments are pretty similar, and considering Tempest has like one of the most insane stats of augments, even though you're shooting a lot slower, I was like, you know what, this would be perfect to compare this augment. Now, if you want to watch the full video on the new Tempest augment, I'll leave Jumper's original video in the description down below. He says overall it's pretty average, not the greatest, just because there's a pretty big skill curve for the augment because of how slow your shots are. But yeah, I don't have it in me to grind out probably 10 plus hours of gameplay, if not like 30 to 40 hours of gameplay just to get the new exotic augment. I was hoping I could get it on my press account, but considering they don't really allow us to get it on a press account super fast, I'm not willing to wait. Also, the projectile speed on heavy plasma guns actually a lot faster than I remember. Oh gosh, or I definitely need to be using Hyperion. Not having all my supplies at once is just not fun. So far, what I can tell is the projectile is actually probably 30 to 50, if not double the speed of Tempest. I mean, that shot's not that slow. I mean, I'm using heavy plasma gun, yeah. So far, seems like a good augment. Now, to be honest, I haven't used this augment in probably 2 to 3 years, mainly just because I don't really use twins. The only time I ever use twins, I'm using the Plasma Turbo Accelerator augment, which makes your shots extremely fast. But comparing it to the Tempest augment, the shot is genuinely much faster than I remember. I am using the blaster shot effect as well. It's kind of cool, man. They added all these cool shot effects. You had the railgun magic shot effect. Hazel himself said we'll be getting new shot effects soon, especially for Firebird, and then we just haven't really seen anything new in like over a year now, so it'd be cool to get some shot effects. Babby made a video on shot effects that need to be added into Tanki, so honestly, I'd go watch that video if you're interested in some new shot effect designs. Okay, I'm gonna use my overdrive here and actually go in. This Firebird does so much damage, it's crazy. Okay, luckily, my teammate's helping me out there. I wonder what augment he's using. I'd say the only problem with pressing tab and trying to see what augment he's using is there's so many augments in the game, I genuinely can't tell what augment the enemy is using or what augment my teammate is using, just using, you know, the battle list and tab. I swear it's so hard to figure out what augment they're using because there's 100 different icons for the augments now. Okay, 40%, man. So I haven't seen people with twins protection in a while. I wonder if this guy's run into Tempest before. Man, I'm so happy that Tanki Classic isn't going to have Gauss. I know you can vote for Gauss to be in Tanki Classic, but if we're being honest here, Striker's going to win by a landslide. I find it very hard to believe that anyone will be voting for Gauss to be in over Striker. Striker was added in late 2016. Gauss was like 2017, 2018. So I don't see any normal players voting for Gauss to be in above Striker. That would blow my mind if Gauss won. So I think it was more so of just some sort of hype question, like to get people a little bit excited about some of the questions. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the questions you vote for, they're not really going to impact what's in the game. They're just going to stay in the game, but off by default, which you can be argued doesn't really do much to begin with. But all my kills are getting stolen. I'd probably be at like 10 kills by now if my kills weren't getting stolen. I forgot I had a grenade. Dude, Firebird, so much damage. Firebird does so much damage. My gosh, I hate that guy. I'm also excited for Tanki Classic to come out just so I can stream more, because my gosh, I haven't streamed in like a month and a half. And when I stream, it's actually fun. It's fun to stream, but it's not fun to play the game and stream. Okay, that battle was annoying. I know this augment has potential to be really good, but whatever game I was in there was just not it. And honestly, that's one of my big problems with Tanki matchmaking right now is I feel like I leave 70% of my games because they're just not enjoyable. Either the enemy team just has too many OP players, or I don't enjoy the map. Like right now, I would typically leave this map, but then I know I'll be searching for a map for like 5 minutes. So I kind of have to suffer here and hope that it's not too bad. We are playing Siege, so maybe all the players will kind of come down to the bottom. Uh-oh, another Firebird player. My shot is actually so much faster than I thought it would be. I do not remember Plasma Turbo Accelerator, or whatever I'm using, being this slow. Dude, I love that fireworks grenade. I just wish I could see it. You shoot your fireworks grenade, but you can't see it because it's so high up. It just makes it feel so useless when you shoot it. Oh, come on. You're so close. Nice. Got him. Wait, do I have a healing thunder? Holy cow, there's a healing thunder on my team. Absolute W right there. Oh my gosh, not the firebird again. Run! Oh, nice. Shaft on my team. Let's go. Okay. Dude, I'm doing so much damage. I just swear they're not dying. I know they don't have defender. I'd be able to see it. It just seems like they're just not dying. Like everyone's taking ages to get killed. Maybe this thing just doesn't do as much damage as I thought. But 200, 300 a tick seems like a lot. 300 a tick just seems like so much. I think it's just people like have lifeguard or something and they're just tanking. Either that or my kills are getting stolen. But I mean, I'm doing good. I just don't feel like I'm doing insane, which usually I feel like I can do pretty well most games I'm in. I use my overdrive, nice, paladin, OP. With these slow fire rate turrets, you kind of have to use the hovering holes, else it's really hard to aim. I remember that was probably my biggest complaint when this augment first came out and we didn't have hovering holes in the game. It was a hard augment to use because of how many shots you would miss. 500 damage a shot there is really good as well. Nice, got him. Okay, once we catch people and are actually able to do damage to them, it's pretty nice. Okay, holy major lag. I think that's on my end. Where's my healing thunder? I feel like, come on, notice me, thunder. Heal me. Nope. So Jumper was able to average like a 2 to 3 KD with the Tempest augment. With this augment, I'm averaging like probably a 2. I mean, right now I'm doing really well just because it's the luck of the draw. That's the problem. There's not really much consistency in this game unless you're just the best in slot. Every person in this game now has a pretty OP augment. So luckily, I mean, for the enemies, you're able to actually do well. Okay. Oh my gosh, I suck. Please die already. 180 damage. Why is it 180 damage to him? Does he have defender on or something? I don't know what I'm missing. Kill that guy really fast. That's really nice. I want to see my fireworks grenade. Oh, okay. It needs to have a bigger damage range than that. That was so close to him, wasn't it? If the fireworks effect is able to hit him, I think it should do damage to him, to be honest. I do like how it looks, man. It's such a nice looking grenade. Very cool. Okay, I got EMP'd there, man. Took my supplies away. Oh my gosh, again? That's what makes me afraid for Tanki Classic. The idea of putting EMP on the Prime skins, the EMP effect pisses me off. It's one of those things where you're running right at the enemy and then randomly they'll hit you and you'll lose all of your momentum. It's just one of those buzz killers that just makes me hate different augments or different overdrives and status effects in the game. So hopefully Tanki Classic won't be that bad with it. Shoot him. If I get close, I can get him status effect there. Nice. This overdrive is still pretty good. Dude, look how I almost killed him in one shot there. Honestly, this augment, it's really, really comparable to the new Tempest augment, and it's a crystal augment. Pretty good augment overall. Obviously, Tempest is a little bit better, but the shot is slower. Takes a little bit of time to accelerate. There's definitely more of a skill curve on Tempest, where this augment's kind of just go in and shoot. Whereas Tempest, you have to go in and then like lead your shots. Where this one, you don't really lead your shots nearly as much. But yeah, overall, Tempest probably a little bit better, but I think with that skill gap, you're better just getting this augment and going in. But let me know in the comments down below which augment you think is better. I'll see you in a future video. Peace out, everybody.